Today I'm going to review some 22 ammo. The rifle I'm using is going to be this Ruger 1022. It's got a Simmons cheap Walmart scope. It does have a Green Mountain Rifle Company barrel. It's fluted. I don't know if you can see that. You can't really. And the BX25 magazine. The stock is just cheap, super cheap Cabela stock that I got years ago, and it came with a, what did they call it? It was a steel-lined polymer barrel that did not shoot very well at all. So I ended up selling that off and putting the Green Mountain barrel on here, and then just left that stock because it fit the fat barrel. So, but we'll get going on the review. Okay, so this is the Remington target. I like that one a lot. The Federal target, that one did really well. The Wolf Extra Match I was happy with. These were all shot at 40 yards, just because that's what I picked today. The Federal Auto Match wasn't terrible if you got it dialed in. I think that flyer was me, but I'm not certain. It could have been. But this stuff is ideal for semi-autos if you read the box. This did not perform very well. It's the Winchester, I can get it to focus. Winchester Varmint Target Small Game. Wasn't too happy with that. These are all 5-shot groups. The Winchester Subsonic, I did like this one quite a bit. The CCI Quiet 22LR, that is, I would like that one for hunting, except that I actually had to aim up here because my first shot went, that was my first shot when I was aiming right at the X. So I'd have to redial my scope in, whereas everything else was pretty much to point of aim. That's the Winchester Subsonic. The Remington Subsonic did really well too. The Browning Performance, not super thrilled with this stuff. So, yeah. There is a thunderstorm going on right now, so I might lose power. But, yeah, I would not recommend that unless your rifle absolutely loves it, but for me it didn't seem to do that well, so I just I'll just use it for plinking. That, yeah, I would say the worst ones are the Browning, the Winchester, and the CCI. My favorites were these three right here: Wolf, Federal, Target, and the Remington Ely. I'm pretty sure it's made by Ely because they are big in the target load game, but. And then for hunting, I would probably want something that's got a hollow point. So I would go with either the Subsonic Winchester or the Remington Subsonic, or the Stinger, but I don't know, if I feel like if you're not hitting what you're aiming at, the Stinger is a really good choice. So we'll let's do some extra testing with those 3 hollow points and see what we can come up with. This is what the cans look like with the various loads that I'm testing today. You can see the Stinger really did the best, but it's also the least accurate. So, okay, now that we've done some accuracy testing and just a little demonstration of power in a tin can filled with water, kind of have an idea what these 3 cartridges are doing. So I'm going to try and catch them in this bucket. I'm going to shoot from like 40 yards out. I'm going to try and see if we can collect these bullets. So we'll give it a go. Alright, so we split the bucket here, but we'll see what we got. The first bullet was the Remington Subsonic, and that went all the way through. These 2 actually are in there though, so that's cool. But the Remington Subsonic actually came out the back right here. So I don't know. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get a different system to collect that bullet. But these 2 are Yeah, so the jacketed shiny gold one is obviously the Stinger, and then the other one's the Winchester subsonic. So okay, we got one jug and then a bucket full of water and then an empty bucket because I can't fill it with water because I just shot it full of holes. So we're gonna try and catch the Remington subsonic with that and see how it goes. All right, let's see what we got. Looks like it went through both buckets both times. That's not so awesome. I'll have to watch the low speed. Did it come out the back of this bucket? Alright, looks like I found one right there. So, it doesn't look like it really deformed or transferred much energy at all. So, there's your Remington subsonic. Yeah, I don't know about it. We'll see. Alright, so CCI Stinger gave us just about 1.5" group, maybe a little bit under. That is the bullet. So you got great performance there. It's just your groups are a little large. Remington subsonic. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's probably 3/4 of an inch. So it's awesome grouping, I think. Then you got your bullet, which doesn't really, if I can get it to sit still, doesn't really do a whole lot. It's just a slug that has a hollow point in it that doesn't really do any expanding. And then there's the Winchester subsonic. That one is 1.5", 3/4 of an inch. Yeah. No, yeah, just about 3/4. Maybe a little bit bigger. But the advantage you get with this is you get some expansion and a pretty accurate load. So there you go. Today, if it was squirrel season and I was gonna go hunt squirrels or rabbits or shoot grouse on the ground, that's what I got. CCI. I feel like it's too loud, it's too destructive. If you were hitting a game animal, you're gonna lose a lot of meat, and it's just not that accurate. Wasn't super thrilled with it. I can see a role for it if you're taking out possums and armadillos in your yard, and you just want them dead. You're not gonna eat them, but and it's gonna be fairly close shots of 10 or 15 yards. But I wouldn't choose it for a hunting round. That's just me. The Remington had decent accuracy. I like that. Didn't have any expansion from what I could see though, so I didn't love that. And because there's no expansion, it's not transferring a bunch of energy, but it's not going to destroy any meat, so you got that going for you. It is quiet. It's quieter than the CCI, so if you're hunting, you don't want to be like announcing to the entire forest that I've just shot a critter. Maybe you can get something a little bit later. So for me, out of my gun, I'm going with the Winchester subsonic. It's quiet. It's got good accuracy. It expands. All the things I'm looking for in a little small game 22 cartridge. So that's what I would pick. The other target loads were much more accurate. Not much more. Definitely more accurate. But I want something that's got a hollow point for hunting. So that's what I'm going to go with, and it shoots pretty much dead on, so I like that.